Dude, if you don't know about a computer circuit board, let me just enlighten you. So if you ever look closely at a circuit board, it's essentially a tiny, terrifyingly organized city from the future. We have basically figured out a way to flatten a metropolis onto a sheet of fiberglass and then forced electricity to obey the traffic laws. It's basically like specialized plumbing for life. Like those gold and copper lines that you see aren't just for show. They're literal streets, basically where the electrons sprint at the speed of light, and then we use resistors as speed bumps, I guess. And then we use what's called capacitors as tiny batteries to store energy for a rainy day. And then we figured out how to use transistors as like the ultimate traffic cops, basically deciding who gets to move and who has to stop. But what's crazy is like just from that tiny traffic simulation that we made that started as like literal rocks, we now have the ability to coordinate billions of electrical pulses into a single frame of a video game, or a heartbeat on a hospital monitor, or a trade on a stock. Like every digital miracle that you've seen or that you just live with right now is simply the result of a perfectly timed green light inside of this tiny green maze. All happening right now while you're watching this video. Humans basically mastered the art of like urban planning for particles and then turned a slab of resin into a functional nervous system for our thoughts. But what's absolutely crazy is humans are just like, we're not stopping, bro. Like, we're just gonna keep evolving. So we're building these cities smaller and smaller and more complex every year, basically just packing more life into less space. Bro, it's almost like we're creating a simulation of the Big Bang. But like eventually that city becomes the world and we'll be living inside the very boards that we designed. Or maybe that's exactly what this is, we just haven't figured it out yet. What the fuck?